All right. Hello, everybody. We hope everybody's doing good. Wanted to give a little update as to what's going on with us, what's happening. Uh, y'all know we had some vandalism, a lot of equipment torn up, a whole lot of equipment torn up. Uh, it led to me at a very old age giving a 1-2 to a punk kid, and it started escalating and getting higher. And I let the kid take a free punch on me out here, and he did. He took it, and he was shocked that the old man was still standing there. I don't deal well with unruliness and punks and things like that. I've got a lot of shortcomings. I'm going to talk to you about some stuff because I really fell out. I started getting unruly, and I started getting not good. And most of you know we live here in Colombia, South America. And I've met some wonderful people here, a lot of wonderful people here. But it's the only place I've ever been, and I've been to many places, where the majority of the people are just no good. And I'm not trying to be offensive when I say that. I'm just saying that it's factual. If you come here and you visit on a vacation, you're here for 10, 15 days, you see good things. But once you get to knowing the reality of it, and it's not that good. And Mexico is far different than here. There's something about the bordering portions to Colombia that are not good. Things are good in Panama. Panama is a lot better place with people that are a lot different. They're a lot better. And I just want to talk about several things here. Joe's doing great. He hasn't skipped much of a beat. Running, doing a lot of calisthenics work. We're doing a lot of pad work, a lot of reflex cobra bag work, a lot of footwork, just a whole bunch of things. And so we haven't skipped a beat. So, but this thing escalated, and of course, many people in the world don't like Americans. You go visit their country, and it's like they'll tell you they love you, but it's a use and abuse type thing. They don't like UK people either. They don't like the French, the Germans, the Italians, the Spanish, the Austrians, Norwegians, Russians. They just don't like none of us. I believe they've been brought up in the crap holes that they are in, and they've been taught to hate us because their leaders have told us it's their fault, it's just the world's fault. We've done nothing wrong. When all the while it's the whole society's been doing wrong since the conception. And so I'm going to get off into something else here. We've got a vote coming up soon, and it's very important. And we just hit 9,000 subscribers, and If we go back to 8,000, so be it. I don't want that to happen, but I want to talk to you, and I don't want to talk down to you. I don't want to talk that I'm up here on a high horse, because I can assure every one of you out of there, I've got the common sense and intelligence enough to know that the only person that I really know is me. And therefore, when I rank bad and terrible, I'm the worst one. It'd be me. It'd not be you. It'd be me. I know me. I don't know the real you. The closest I've come to getting to know the real of anybody has been Joe. And I love him. He's my son. Uh, and we got something special going on. And Joe's come from a line of daddies that died early in their children's lives. And he appreciates that I'm still living. And we cherish the days that we have together. So we got a very special father and son bond. As some of you know that may have watched the short video, uh, I was kind of attacked online, or Joe and I were, on X, formerly known as Twitter, because we were wearing two Trump t-shirts together. And of all people, Mary Trump, who is the niece of President Donald Trump, was the one that had some awful comments to put up about Joe and I as a father and a son. And I let that go. She's one of the only ones, supposedly, in the Trump family that hasn't been successful. Maybe she asked Trump for some help a time or two and he wouldn't help her. And she turned on him. And she's wrote a book and she's trying to make money off of that, trying to talk about how bad Donald Trump is and this and that and the other. I'm going to read something to you. I don't want to be reading down to you, not judging, nothing of the sort. But we're going to, if you've ever felt hopeless, if you've been attacked, if you felt like it's all coming to an end for you, if you've been treated with injustice that has hurt you or your family, I want you to rely on what I'm going to read you here. It's the truth. And whether you believe today or whether you don't, is beyond the deal here. And just keep in mind, if you don't believe, I'm not preaching down on you. I'm not going anywhere to try to hurt you. However, I don't want you to get to a point where you get like this, where you're one of these, and I don't want you to get to the point that you feel hopeless if injustice has been committed upon you. And I hate to say this right now, but I would suggest, even if you're a non-believer, you wake up to this, because this is really going to describe wicked people, wicked political parties, and wickedness in general. And sometimes you need to walk off when you got injustice coming on you. But because God's going to deal with it. And some of these people are going to be in this list that I'm going to mention to you. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it is from the Bible. I hope that doesn't turn you off. And I'm sure if you're not a believer in God or Jesus, or if you are, you don't hear this much. Maybe you've never heard this, because they sure as hell aren't going to preach. They're not preaching it in churches no more. And that's a sad shame, because they don't want to tell you the truth. The whole damn dirty, rotten, stinking thing is messed up. The church is falling away. I often tell Joe it's the last place you need to go in today's day and time if you want to meet God. So here goes. I'm reading a portion of this. I don't like when things get took out of context. So I'm letting you know, but you should go read the whole thing. It's Romans chapter 1. I've read it in a video a few years ago, but I just feel the need to give it out to the hypocrites, to the haters, and to anyone else that wants to listen. And with it comes a strong warning, because we know that God's going to shut a lot of people. He has shut a lot of people out. He's not taking them to heaven, and they're living on this earth right now. Because that when they knew God, they glorified Him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and to beasts, and to creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanliness. It means God's given up on them. Hate to say that, but it's the truth. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. For this cause God gave them up to vile affections, for even the women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust towards one another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense, which means penalty, of their error, which was meet, it says, but which is fit. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, backstabbers, talk about you behind your back, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection. They're implacable and unmerciful. They don't have natural love in their hearts. Who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, have pleasure in doing them and are prideful about it. Now, for those of you that think you got a problem that you doing one or two of these things, there's an answer for that, and that's Christ, and He died on that cross to forgive you. Now, for those of you that hate God, and you're out here running around and you're doing most all of these things, and you're just in total defiance of our Creator, you better be careful, because God may have given you over to it. And giving over to it means there's no way out for you. And to the rest of you out there that have been hurt or harmed, it's important for you to know this is what's coming for those people. They've been given over to it. There's no hope for them. And that goes into the vengeance is mine, says the Lord thing. I'm no Bible expert. I'm damn near not an expert at nothing, but I can read. I went to college. How I got through it, I'll never know, because I'm dumber than a damn rock. I'll never know why the university even accepted me. They wanted money, I reckon. So don't take it from me. Just get in the good book and start looking around. There's no reason to be hopeless. If you're angry, give that over to the Lord, because He's going to get the last laugh is going to be His. And if you're in the group that you're pushing people, hurting somebody, destroying them, you better be careful, because you're going to be on the receiving end of the all-powerful and almighty. So, I read this the other day after Joe and I started simmering down from having all the boxing equipment tore up. And that boy was sitting in a chair right over there at his desk. And I want to tell you something about Joe. Joe's always feeling powerful. Pretty much always. As a man, even at 16 years old here. And he is powerful. He's physically gifted. And he damn works hard. That's the gift, the hard work. But I'm going to tell y'all something. That boy's back straightened up in that chair, and he said, "Daddy, this gives me monumental feelings of strength and powerfulness beyond belief." Just me reading that. God is powerful. I just explained the Democrat Party to you. That's what they do. So I wanted to say that before the election. The election in 2016, at this time, and a week after this day, what was I doing? I was working with President Trump's transition team, trying to get people lined up that were decent. And we did a horrible job. A horrible job. And I hope and pray that the people in this next one do a better job and get better outside people in there. Get less criminal-minded people that were mentioned in a that are in the Republican Party that I just mentioned, reading out of this in the Bible, because they're in everywhere. I ain't giving nobody a damn pass. We're not perfect around here, but we love the Lord. And I just wanted, as this channel's starting to grow again, Uh, I just wanted to let everybody know that. If we lose because of it, then we lose because of it. Worse has happened. But I hope that the majority of the people that come over and follow us that are new are as the people in the past have been, that they're more like-minded with our ethical and moral values. If you're not in line with our ethical and moral values, stick around because you might be, you know. And don't ever think somebody over here is looking down at you uh, from a high horse. You know where those Indians used to bury cowboys and their head would be sticking out of the dirt? I'm that low, so I'm not looking down at anybody. But we want you to know in this house, Christ is King, as imperfect as we are, and sure as hell as imperfect as I am. And we're fighters, and we're trying to get back home and get out of this hell we're in. And that's my update with my little old man tales of the tale. And we want you to know that we want to love you and we want to love everybody. And even if Christ isn't your king, stick around. Uh, it may grow on you. It may grow on you.